Tea, simple, right? For many it's just a daily habit. A mug, a tea bag, a splash of milk, done. But in China and Japan, tea is a ritual. It's culture, art, and philosophy. Tea means peace in a busy world. Ceremonies may seem fussy with special tools and steps, but it's about beauty in the everyday. Slowing down, sharing a moment, like restoring a classic car. Every detail matters. In China, tea connects people to nature. In Japan, it's a spiritual practice, harmony, simplicity. Gong Fu Cha is skill in action, drawing out flavor with care. Chanoyu is calm and meditative, focused on grace and quiet. One is a show of skill, the other a path to calm. Both start with a simple leaf, but become something special. Making tea is more than a drink. It's presence, connection, art. Next time you sip tea, remember? It's a tradition with deep meaning. In city or garden, tea brings peace, all from water and a few leaves. Tea's story starts in China, with legends of Emperor Shennong discovering it by accident. For centuries, tea was a medicine before becoming a social drink during the Tang dynasty. Lu Yu's The Classic of Tea turned tea-making into an art, laying the foundation for the Gongfu ceremony. Tea culture spread to Japan with Buddhist monks in the 9th century, first as a monastic aid for meditation. Monk Isai popularized tea in Japan, bringing back seeds and the method for preparing matcha. The Japanese adapted tea to their own values, especially Zen Buddhism. Sen no Rikyu, a legendary tea master, refined the Japanese ceremony into a ritual of harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility. He stripped away excess, focusing on simple beauty and mindful presence. So, while Japan got tea from China, they transformed it into something uniquely their own. Both cultures made tea a symbol of their deepest values. The journey from medicinal brew to cultural ritual is a testament to tea's enduring power, and it all began with a few leaves in hot water. Every tradition has a guiding philosophy. For the Japanese tea ceremony, it's wabi-sabi, finding beauty in imperfection and simplicity. The tea room is humble, the utensils often flawed but cherished, and every movement is slow and deliberate. The goal isn't entertainment, but mindfulness, appreciating the moment, the sound of boiling water, the feel of the bowl. It's a spiritual reset, not a show. In China, the philosophy is about mastery. Gongfu means skill through practice. Gongfu Cha is about perfecting every variable to unlock the tea's best flavor. The ceremony is lively and social, with the host as a performer and the tea as the star. Guests discuss aroma, taste, and the changing character of each infusion. The equipment, like Yixing clay teapots, is chosen for function and flavor. Mindfulness here is directed at the tea itself, its aroma, taste, and energy. Japanese tea is about inner peace. Chinese tea is about sensory mastery. Both are arts, but with very different spirits. Whether quiet or lively, each ceremony is a celebration of tea's magic, and both invite us to slow down and savor. Attending a Japanese tea ceremony is like entering another world. Guests walk through a garden, purifying themselves before entering the simple, humble tea house. The small entrance requires a bow. Inside, everyone is equal. The host cleans each tool with care, a meditative act of respect. Matcha is whisked into a vibrant green froth, and the first bowl is offered to the main guest. Guests bow, rotate the bowl, sip, and pass it on, sharing a structured, mindful experience. Sweets are served beforehand to balance the tea's bitterness. Afterward, guests admire the utensils, appreciating their history and craftsmanship. The ceremony can last hours, but feels like a single flowing moment. It's not just about drinking tea, it's about sharing harmony and presence. In Chanoyu, every gesture is a lesson in being truly present. The Chinese Gongfu Cha is a lively sensory performance. The setup is compact, a small Yixing teapot, a tea tray, tiny cups, and precise tools. The host warms the teaware, presents the dry leaves, and lets guests appreciate their aroma. The first quick infusion is discarded to awaken the leaves. Real brewing begins. Short steeps, poured into a pitcher, then into tasting cups. Guests slurp to savor the full flavor, discussing each infusion's changing character. The process repeats, each round revealing new notes and aromas. Conversation flows about the tea's origin, taste, and brewing technique. It's interactive, educational, and social. Unlike the meditative Japanese ceremony, Gongfu Cha is a journey through the life of the tea leaves. Each cup is a burst of flavor, a celebration of skill and quality. The ceremony is as much about connection as it is about taste. In Gongfu Cha, tea is both art and performance. Side by side, the differences are clear. Japanese Chanoyu is quiet, minimal, and meditative, a moving meditation focused on harmony and simplicity. Every action is loaded with meaning, and the goal is shared tranquility. Chinese Gongfu Cha is lively and social, filled with conversation and sensory exploration. The host is a performer, the guests active participants, and the focus is on the tea's evolving flavors. In Japan, the host is a guide, creating a flawless, serene experience. Guests follow strict etiquette. In China, the host is an expert, sharing their best teas and skills. Guests engage, learn, and enjoy. Hospitality in Japan means creating an oasis of calm. In China, it's about warmth, generosity, and shared delight. One ceremony is a quiet gift of peace, the other a vibrant celebration of flavor and friendship. Both are beautiful, just in different ways. Each reflects its culture's values: spirituality in Japan, sociability in China. Whether you seek calm or connection, there's a tea ceremony for you. And both remind us of the joy in sharing a simple cup. The tools of tea are as distinct as the ceremonies. In Japan, the chawan, tea bowl, is often handmade and imperfect, each one unique, chosen for the occasion. The bamboo whisk, scoop, and lacquered tea caddy are all treated with respect, cleaned ceremonially, and valued for their beauty. The iron kettle heats the water, and every item contributes to the wabi-sabi atmosphere. In China, the toolkit is about precision: a tiny yixing teapot, a slatted tea tray, a fairness pitcher, and thimble-sized cups. The porous clay of yixing pots enhances flavor over time, and each pot is dedicated to a single tea. Tools like tongs and smelling cups add to the sensory experience. Japanese tools are objects of contemplation. Chinese tools are instruments of mastery. Both sets elevate tea from a drink to an art. The right tools make every cup an experience. Both ceremonies are rich in symbolism. The Japanese tea ceremony embodies Zen, humility, equality, and presence. The small entrance, the act of cleaning, and the simple flower arrangement all remind participants to seek harmony and appreciate fleeting beauty. The matcha itself connects drinkers to nature and the earth. The Chinese ceremony is about respect for nature, the farmer, and the guest. Awakening the leaves honors the tea, and pouring in a flowing motion symbolizes friendship. The ritual balances all elements: leaf, water, heat, time, reflecting the philosophy of harmony. Sharing tea builds community and shows esteem. Both ceremonies celebrate life's sensory pleasures and the bonds between people. In every cup, there's a deeper meaning. In a fast world, these ancient rituals matter more than ever. They force us to pause, unplug, and focus on a single, meaningful act. Both ceremonies are living links to centuries of history and culture. Participating connects us to the values and artistry of generations past. They teach us mindfulness, paying attention to the warmth, aroma, and taste of each cup. This presence enriches all aspects of life, not just tea. Ultimately, both ceremonies are about connection, to nature, to history, and to each other. They create a space for shared experience, communication, and appreciation. In a disconnected world, sharing tea is a powerful gesture of humanity. These traditions are worth preserving. So, who's for a brew?